that you protect me from any evil, hurt, harm, or danger. Create a circle of protection around me as I go into my divination. Lord, who are we coming to talk to? Who is consulting the oracle right now? You might be seeing a lot of 5s, 7s, 3s. Definitely a change coming. Interesting. We know that 57 adds up to a 12. And on the bottom of the deck, we've got this 9 right here. So off top, before we even get to the oracle and the tarot, there seems to be some heartbreak. It seems to be a loss that took place. The card here says friends turn to enemies. Someone walked away. Something happened. We have the 3 of Swords energy here with the 5 of Cups energy and the 7 of Wands. So it looks like someone was in a conversation that didn't quite go the way that they had hoped. Someone was coming with a sympathetic heart, really trying to help and show a way to a solution and, express themselves in a healthy, mature way. There seems to be the other person was holding back, quick to respond, not taking responsibility, probably defensive, especially with the 7 of Wands. They probably were. It feels like a level of extremes coming through, especially when you have the basically 3, 3, and 9, 9 energy. It feels like going from 0 to 100, like an extreme change in energy, an extreme change in how they are expressing themselves to each other. And like I said, it seems like somebody walked away, went into hermit mode, and disappeared, stopped talking, ghost this situation. There could be a Scorpio involved, a Taurus, a Pisces, a Leo, a Virgo. These don't have to be the signs, but they could be involved, or it could be you. Just giving you a confirmation. And like I said before, you might be seeing a lot of 9s, which is definitely letting you know that there will be some endings happening. You might be seeing 5s, letting you know that endings are bringing that change that you need, that someone needs in this situation. And then, of course, the 3 is the communication. It's also travel. I don't see that here, but it seems like communication is very, very strong in how people are communicating. There was a separation that took place. And all in all, it's a learning experience for both people involved. And someone particular involved in a situation, they were finding their voice. It seems like they may have lost their voice, whether that be like literally lost their voice or figuratively, like they lost their confidence in the things that they say, or just doubting themselves. And in this situation, they found their power, they found their voice, they found themselves, and was able to say, no, I'm going to speak up and I'm going to say what's on my mind. And that's it. Another person was in a mode. Ooh, somebody's trying to mess up my throat chakra. Somebody else was in a mode of self-pity. Okay, during this conversation, they went straight to, it kind of feels like an energy of like, woe is me, self-sabotage, like I said, very defensive. I'm a victim in this situation. It's like somebody saying they're being victimized in this situation, which could be just simply an extreme. I don't think that they were, because it doesn't seem like that. It just seems like loss, heartbreak, or a discussion that ended up being an argument, a disagreement, and then someone walking away. So let's just get a few oracle cards before I go to the tarot. Oh, that's a confirmation with Taurus. Whoever this person is, they definitely want your attention. Or maybe, maybe you want their attention. Ooh, water sign. So confirmation on that, Scorpio. Also, with that blue, even though that's not my chakra card, this is an element card, it's still giving the emotional communication. Emotional communication. Somebody's values don't line up with the other person. There may have been group activities planned during this time. Yeah, like I said, very emotional. I want to cry sometimes. So whoever this is, whether it's you or the other person, they are extremely emotional right now. Distant, right? Probably disgusted with themselves. There's a certain level of loneliness and sadness that's coming through. Confused why things happen the way that they happen or ended up the way that they ended up. Yeah. Yeah. It just feels like people's values were just not aligned. Like you see, like I'm having all this trouble getting this straight. And it just feels like two people who just are probably were friends, because it says old friends. So you were friends, but at this point, it's people are going their separate ways. And it doesn't have to be a bad ending. It doesn't have to be sad, but somebody is taking it that way. They're feeling like it's a major loss in the situation. Very well. They might be delusional. Yeah, there might be some delusions, and as to the roles played in this particular situation, seems like somebody is not seeing the other person or taking accountability for what was said, or not listening, or whatever the case may be. There may be some delusions there, or not seeing the full picture. Let's see, anything else, especially for this group activities. Goddamn. Yeah, for the group activities, you got just the two of us, so it probably was something planned where it's a lot more people were supposed to be involved, but it ended up just being the two of you. Somebody was acting for sure immature and childish during this discussion and could not handle having a heart to heart. It was supposed to be a situation that edified both people in the situation. This is crazy. Soft as a misting rain. I actually spelled that wrong. I didn't mean to put misting. I meant to put misty, but for whatever reason, I just kept going. So I feel like that's important. Like somebody in this situation knew the right thing to do, knew the right thing to say, knew the right course of action, and they didn't take it. It's like something took over. There could be a attachment. I don't really want to go there unless I see it, but it could be an attachment happening where if they might have felt like they had no control, or maybe there's something in the mental where it's tough. It's really, really tough. Some people have mental disorders and mental illnesses that make it really, really difficult to behave in a way that others feel is like normal, or they might be like neurodivergent or autistic, or something like that. I'm not saying they are, but it could be something to do with the mind in that situation. But also it could have been raining when softly raining when this happened, or overcast, but it just feels like somebody could have taken the opportunity to have a very wholesome, edifying conversation where both people are healed in the situation. Um, just looking at the cards, there's a lot of green, blue, and like an orange, but a lot of green. So this could have been a time for growth, emotional growth, and spiritual growth as well. It could have been that moment, but due to immaturity, that couldn't happen. It ended up just being emotional, and no one got help. Nobody, it could have been a situation where people got help, you know? Um, yeah. Is there anything else, Holy Spirit, from these? Ooh, too many. Oh. Okay, fine. So somebody's having conversations about what happened. Somebody was trying to dominate the other person in this situation. These cards are sticking because I just painted them like last week. But anyways, like I said, somebody could have taken the opportunity to grow in this situation, but instead they decided to try to dominate the other person. Now they're talking crap about the other person to whoever. This was stuck on the, I don't know if this is related, but they might be a part of a den of snakes and rats. They might be untrustworthy. They might be snaky, or just something about them is just off. Like they're hiding something, right? Because we got this full on black card and everything else is so colorful and so expressive. So it may be something that they're hiding that's important to their growth, but they're not facing it. It's like a denial, right? So somebody is having karmic debt because of their actions in the past. They refuse to grow, and it's time to grow. It's time to mature, and it's time to do better. And they had an opportunity to do so with a friend, with somebody who actually was capable of helping them through. And then they could have resolved their karmic debt. But now it seems like that is out of their reach. Let's just do the tarot just really, really quick. I just gotta make sure the camera, this camera be tripping. All right. This is the Sugar Skull Tarot deck. I just got it because, I'm out here in Seattle and I'm so excited. So I don't know it. So I might have to go to the, what you call it? The guidebook. Just to, it's interesting. When I popped it open, got the Two of Wands and the Fool. I mean, whatever. But anyways, the Two of Wands, somebody definitely left the situation and said, forget this. I'm moving towards my new fulfilled life. I'm moving towards growth. I want to grow. I want to transcend. I want to see new things. I want to get moving. That's the feeling. A new beginning, have newness in their world. And looking at this skull, and I'm sure they probably have skulls in all of them, but this one in particular is just so standing out, where it just feels like you can come with me or you cannot. Either way, I'm going, with or without you. Anyways, I'm telling y'all, somebody is really messing with my throat. They do not want me to talk about this. Could have been between an empress and an emperor type of energy. A boss, a female boss, and a male boss, or, people who are established, two people who are established. It shouldn't be love lost, though. These are really, really hard These are huge. I got little hands. Well, not little, but they're average size. But damn, this shit is I'm like using my full finger spread. Okay, that's just gonna be the last one because there's no possible way I can continue doing this. In fact, let me just move these out because I already know they're immature as hell. Somebody couldn't talk right. Okay. Okay, so my first question is what was the conversation about that led to this? It was a decision that was made. Ooh, 2 of Swords and 2 of Pentacles, but the 2 of Pentacles is reversed with the 4 of Cups on the bottom. So definitely a decision made. Somebody was discussing this with the other person about a course of action or something like that. Yeah, a course of action. And someone didn't like that idea. They were not happy about that. Give me one more to explain what the discussion was about. Ooh, yeah. You got the King of Wands upright with the Ace of Wands reversed. So somebody didn't want the other person to leave. Because remember in the beginning, somebody walked away. There could have been a discussion about, because, you know, the King of Wands, he's very determined and he's very like, you know, I'm going to do this, you know, type of energy. And I guess they were just voicing, you know, what they planned on doing. And the other person just really didn't like that. Let's look at what the King of Wands is in this, for this one. I don't know about y'all. I like reading the cards, the guidebook sometimes. Okay, so looking at the guidebook, the King of Wands, sheriff's in town. Okay. The King of Wands represents and embodies all the most positive traits from the Wands suit. They are natural born leaders who are both visionary and have a true entrepreneurial spirit. It's interesting because on 33, we have the Leo, which obviously that's the energy of King of Wands. All the kings are fixed signs. So that's why Leo is the King of Wands. And then you have leadership right here. And Mars is action. So this definitely could have been what was discussed. Like somebody deciding something in regards to business, in regards to money. And somebody didn't like that. Okay. So the King of Wands is the natural born leader who is both visionary and have a true entrepreneurial spirit. They're the ones who come up with the most creative ideas, and they're very successful because of them. This is the man or woman you aspire to be. They take good care of their homes and families as well as their work families. You feel comfortable around the King of Wands and know you can trust them with the most important matters. Okay. So I'm feeling like this was the mature person in the situation. They were saying, hey, I've got a plan. I got an idea. I got something that I want to do. I trust in it. I have faith in it. But the other person did not have that type of energy towards this new idea, this new venture that the King of Wands wants to go on. And of course, there's no gender. It could be a woman. It can be a man. It's just explaining the energy of the person. So yeah, somebody was not digging it and was probably Y'all, why? Okay, so the Ace of Wands reverse is, on the bottom, but after that is the King of Wands, the King of Cups. That's Scorpio. Scorpio was out here somewhere. So that might be the person. It doesn't have to be the sign, but the energy. There might be a water sign, it might be a Scorpio, but it is somebody who is not feeling this idea. And they were really not. You got the Ten of Swords right after that. Unhappy, strength reversed, completely unhappy about it, and they feel weak. They should have went into hermit. Yeah, this water sign is definitely the one that should have went into hermit mode, and they didn't. They didn't have that inner awakening. They didn't have that spark of inspiration to hear this King of Wands character out about their venture, about what they want to do. They saw nothing positive. The Wheel of Fortune reverse. They only saw the negative. They were very pessimistic and self-centered. Ace of Pentacles upright, very much so about themselves. Three of Wands reverse, not wanting a particular person to leave the situation. Okay, because somebody's creating false illusions around the situation. Remember when I was telling y'all about that Pisces energy where it's like somebody's being delusional? Well, you have the Eight of Swords there. So somebody is not seeing things for what they truly are. And I want to say it's this water sign or this person who's exhibiting this watery energy. Okay. And this is what brought down this is what messed up everything. This is why this person had to go. Because when you have an entrepreneurial spirit, you're not going to just sit around and wait. You got to get going. Okay. Give me one for the other. This cup really wants to come out. But anyways, I haven't asked the question yet. Give me one card, Holy Spirit, to describe what this King of Wands character, somebody's name might be Wong. Anyways, what their plan is or what's the best course of action for this energy. When they walked out, what are they planning to do? Yeah. Succeed. Move forward victoriously. They're very ambitious. They're very ready to take this risk and to be successful. That's what they want. I'm getting a lot of like Shango energy, just ready to take on the world. On the bottom, you got the Magician reverse. So they're not going to let. Yeah, they might be feeling a little bit like, okay, this other person kind of put me down a little bit and kind of made me feel a certain way about my decision. Or with this Magician, Queen of Pentacles, and Ace of Wands all reversed on top of the upright King of Cups. This character, it almost feels like this is his energy, this King of Cups energy. But before I get to him, let's see what this Knight of Wands says for this King of Wands. Let's give you some advice or just see what Spirit says is the best next course of action for you. So I feel like this is you, the Knight of Wands. When the Knight of Wands charges into your reading, be ready to go on a journey. Whether it's to pursue your dreams or just to change your residence or job, no one will ever say the Knight of Wands is being lazy. The person the Knight of Wands represents is one of charisma, passion, and a fiery personality. They're risk takers and very loyal to their friends and loved ones. This card makes me think of Tigger from Winnie the Pooh, a constant source of electric energy that may be a bit too impulsive, but their positivity makes up for it. So that's the energy. Stay positive about what you're pursuing. It seems like it's going to be successful. I'll pull something on that. But it feels like, especially with the sun here and just that energy, that warm energy, it feels like you're going to be successful in what you're going to do. And don't allow the opinions or the pessimistic, mentality of the people around you to stop you from pursuing that, because you got the sauce. You know what I'm saying? You got the charisma, you got the looks, you got the determination, you got everything you need in order to be successful in this venture that you are deciding to go on. This is a new cycle. You know what I'm saying? This is something new. And it's kind of like, it feels like spirit is rewarding you for taking that risk and walking away from the old, right? And to go to the new. Because it says, this is somebody who's loyal, especially Leos. Any fixed sign is very, very loyal, almost to a fault. So for a fixed sign to walk away from a friendship, from a relationship, that really, it means something. It means something wasn't right because they are loyal. And fixed signs is Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus. Extremely loyal, damn near possessive. Especially if you're, Taurus, Scorpio, they could damn near be possessive. So, loyal to a fault, type of thing. But you're loyal with practicality and logic. You're going to be very rational in how you go about making friends or saying, you know what, this isn't going to work anymore. Okay. And then for this character over here, this freaking, what you call this dude? Scorpio character, King of Cups. Like I say, you don't got to be a Scorpio. He's just King of Cups, an emotional person in the situation. Super emotional and still got that damn 10 of Swords following him. So they are still very upset about what happened. 5 of Pentacles reversed. So, with the 6 of Pentacles reversed too, they might have felt like, I don't even want to go into that because it's weird. It's like you felt like the other person wasn't sharing or wasn't contributing to the relationship or to the situation in a positive way. Yeah, you got the 5 of Pentacles over here and it's reversed though. So what is it? Because you didn't lose anything. You didn't lose anything. You didn't gain anything. But you could have gained something. Whatever. Everybody got choices. People make their own choices. But this character over here with all this damn reverse, they really don't have faith in the other person. They just don't. They feel like it's a dumb idea. They're not going to be successful. They don't have monetary stability. They don't know how to create things with this Magician reverse. Just a very doubtful, pessimistic, hating ass person. They might be jealous of everything that I just said that they think and feel that this other person won't be able to accomplish or doesn't have. They might be jealous of this person's creativity, their inspiration, their spark for entrepreneurial, activities and this type of energy. With this Magician over here, they might be extremely magical, extremely gifted when it comes to manifesting and creation, especially with the Ace of Wands too. Like everything that they hate on, they're jealous of. The person's stability, their ability to get money. They got money. This is just, it's sad really when you think about it, that a friend can look at another friend and not, want to encourage that friend to go and do something great with themselves. No one needs friends like this. This sucks. I don't even like seeing that type of energy. Like when it comes to friends, you should be encouraging your friends, you know. Of course, you know, be realistic. You don't want your friend to go do something dumb and you know without a shadow of a doubt, like, this ain't gonna work. But if you don't know without a shadow of a doubt, you're not quite clear on something, or maybe you just don't have enough of whatever it is to succeed in that particular field, be humble. Don't be so prideful where you end up losing out on a friendship and opportunities to grow and be successful and have maturity in your emotions. Don't, you know, lose that opportunity because you're so jealous. You're a hater. Not you, but whoever this emotional ass person is, they're a hater. Because no friend would ever, I mean, maybe it's just me. I don't know. But as an Aquarius, I would never. Straight up. Like, if you my friend, and like I said, unless it's just obvious, like, girl, this ain't gonna work. Boy, this is gonna fall. You know, like, I don't want you to, you know, get messed up. I'm protective of my friends. But if I'm like, shit, I don't even know if this would succeed. To me, that's a sign. Shit, do it. Take that risk. You might just be successful. What hurt is it gonna do? You know, type of energy. So someone's calling me to do this. I normally don't do this with Oracle decks, but this one's still brand new, so the cards are still really, really stuck. And on top of that, it's thin ass cards, so they get stuck pretty easily. Anyways, it's best to have loyal friends. It's best to have friends who encourage you, who see the best in you, who want the best for you, who, you know, will push you to continue doing something that they know would serve you well. You know, those are the type of people you want around you. People who support you, and you should support them back in return. It's reciprocal. It shouldn't be one-sided, right? So anybody out there calling you lazy, calling you uninspired, calling you broke, those aren't friends. Friends don't talk like that about their friends. I don't give a fuck. Okay, so let's get a card of advice for the person who is consulting the Oracle on today in this messy ass situation between friends, where one friend had to walk away. And that seems like is the best thing in this situation. But give me one card, Holy Spirit, for advice. Got invisible, but it's reverse. Damn, my voice. Y'all, somebody really trying to fuck me over right now. Fuck you. Just go away. I know I only said one card, but I feel like I need to take all these. All right. And they're all reverse. Okay, so you got 16 invisible, 13 summon, 30 rigid, and 29 movement. This is very, very interesting. When you consider the 3 that's throughout this reading, and it's rigid, reverse though. So now someone is feeling very, very flexible in this situation. They might have restricted you. Scorpio and Taurus energy, they're sister signs. So they both share a lot of similarities. They just do things their own way, but it's pretty much the same thing, just done a little different. So they both can be, like I said before, possessive, and they can be kind of restrictive in the sense where they can kind of be suffocating. Like, it's like, damn, can you like give me a moment, like, you know, to myself, or to, you know, do this on my own. They might be, you escape that essentially, you know what I'm saying? Like, they were withholding your movement. They were stopping your movement forward. You know what I'm saying? They were stopping your magic. They were causing you to be seen, but not in a good way. You know, it's like you're stopping me from posting, from doing things that would actually help me in this endeavor that I have. Let's look at the book. I'm going to look at yeah. It's interesting. I don't know if y'all saw that, but as soon as I opened up the book, it went straight to denial, which is 14. So yeah, whoever it is for sure in denial. Okay, so 13 is closest, summon. When you choose this card, it is a symbol to create a ritual and to connect with your spirituality. Get in touch with your own inner magic before you make a move forward, which is very interesting considered we have movement right here. So yeah, this person was actually blocking your energy from being able to tap into your own inner magic. You don't have to be a quote unquote magician, especially when you think about the magician was reversed. So they were really delaying you. They were stopping you. I think a card in here said that. Yeah. The 57. Delay. No growth when there's a delay, right? So that goes back to that energy of 3. You know, in order to have movement, you have to be flexible, and you also have to be adaptable, and you also have to be free to do what you do the way you do it, because however you do it is working. But this person was blocking that. Their energy was blocking that. How do you communicate with your powers or with me, your goddess? Now is the time to pray, to meditate, to acknowledge the sacred in every experience. Don't take your next step lightly. You have the power to summon your spirit, summon your courage, and summon even me. You are inquiring about something important. Breathe and wait for a sign before you act. Choose another card if you need more understanding of my wisdom for you. So with this being reversed, I damn near feel like you've already done that. You took a breath, you took a moment to reflect, you meditated upon something. Some of you may have prayed to God and said, God, please show me the way. However you do it for yourself, you did it. And you had clarity. And because you had that clarity, you knew it was time to make a move. You knew. And you made the right move by walking away. Let's see what 30 says. Okay, movement wants to be seen. I just go with the flow, y'all. This is a time of change and movement and a symbol for wonderful surprises. Yes, so we already know it's going to be a lot of changes. We see that in the other oracle cards. If you have been waiting for something, you will soon have clarity. You will get answers you thought would never come, and you will move closer to things that were out of reach before. Perhaps this card predicts a trip that you always wanted to take. The symbol for movement can indicate both a change of scene and a real shift in the direction of your life. And that's what happened when you decided to move away. Even if it wasn't like a vacation type of trip, you still got in your car and you left. You still, got to the bus stop and said, I'm getting on it and I'm going. And I'm not looking back. Whatever it was, you made that decision. And Spirit is saying, okay, great. This is that moment of change for your life. It's a real shift. Get ready for this newness that's coming in. No matter what this symbol holds for your question, know that wonderful change is now possible. This is the time to make your move. Okay. And Rigid just won't let me just I think it's self-explanatory, but hey, is there a stone wall that stands between you and others? Could that wall be inside you? Now is the time to become more flexible and to drop your rigid expectations of yourself and especially of others. Don't be afraid to drop your guard a little too. If you are willing to let others in, you will see a benefit in these connections. Another meaning here is that you recognize the wall that others may have put up. Don't take it personally if they won't let you in. This is their way of coping, and it has little to do with you. Okay, so that's that double, meaning. Take it how it applies. If it's the other person, it is what it is. Just let them do whatever, how they're doing it. And for you, Spirit is saying, just be careful not to harden your heart or let your heart be hardened and you be so guarded that you don't allow the right people to come in, because whenever something is lost, something is gained. Okay, so if friends leave, then somebody's going to come to take their place, because we're not meant to be alone in this walk. Yes, we walk our lives. We live our lives alone. Only you can live your life, right? And that's why you had to make this decision. But it doesn't mean that, during certain moments, you can't have a companion. So, and that involves more than just romantic. That's any type of companion, a best friend, a sibling, or whatever, where your relationship got better, whatever the case may be. It's time. You experienced enough delays. Tap into your inner power, tap into your inner strength. Remember who you are, have courage. Um, don't be afraid to show yourself and to be on social media, because you got to market, especially if you're establishing a business or something like that. You got to put your face out there. So don't try to be invisible. Step into your power, step into your inner strength. Don't be rigid, and don't feel that you have to guard yourself against everybody just because of what happened in the past with other people. Don't judge other people by the actions of another person. Instead, judge that person by their actions and what you know is the markers of, okay, if you're doing this, that means this is a likely outcome. That's making a good judgment. That's making a good judgment call, okay, in this situation. I think that's good. All right. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Till then, bye.